Hello and welcome to the Corona Yoga Challenge, and today is day 43. When you are practicing, please beforehand just double check to make sure that you're keeping safe. My website's got all sorts of information about how to keep safe when you're doing yoga online and at home. And if you want to get updates, I think it's that way. Do subscribe by hitting the little button. It means you'll actually get the videos when they upload. And today we're going to start by coming into all fours. So you're just going to find a comfortable place. So you're on your mat, you've got nice contact between your feet and the floor, and you're going to start by just sliding your hips forwards and back. So you've got that nice lengthening out of the muscles. So as the hips come back, you can get a nice easy stretch off through the back. And then from here, with yourself in just a comfortable fours, you're going to start to arch up through the back of the body and release down and out. And then one more time, just easing up and releasing out to neutral on fours. We're going to come up into dog pose from here. So you're going to slide your hips back towards your heels. You're going to press into your hands to lift up with your hips. And then you're going to get the feeling you can slightly come forwards into your hands. So the shoulders come slightly forwards and then slide your weight back into the heels. Let your feet come down and onto the floor and let your head rest down for a moment. Notice how you feel, and then we're going to have the option of taking that a little bit further if you would like. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep taking a little bit further with the shoulders coming further and further forwards, possibly. So with the hips, we're going to slide them back and up and into dog pose. You're going to be nice and steady through the hands. I've got my fingertips lifted just because it feels really nice. So that as I bring my weight forwards, I can slide my weight into the balls of my hands. And then I can let my hips come down. So we come more towards plank pose. And then lift up with the hips, slide the hips back, sink into the heels attached. And then let your knees come down and rest your head onto the floor again. Let your breathing become nice and easy. And then we're going to do one more, just a small version of it. You can do this really, really slowly, which is absolutely fantastic, but I'm just aware that this is just 10 minutes of yoga, so I don't want to go too far for you. So hips slide back and up and into dog pose. You're going to get that feeling of heels of the hands on the floor so that you can just pour forwards into the balls of the hands, the hips can come down, and then you can let your hips come a little bit lower, chest can lift, and the knees can come all the way to the floor. Slide your hips back and rest into child's pose again. Breathe into the back of the body and then bring yourself back and into all fours. So from here you're going to take one hand across, so in between the space between your hand and your knee, and the palm's going to face up. And you're going to start to draw your hips slightly back to let your elbow come in the direction of the floor. So you get really lovely stretch out through the middle of the back. You can let your head rest onto the floor, or you can let your head float up, whichever you prefer. And then you're going to press into the hand on the floor to bring yourself back and up. And then to the opposite side. So hand comes through the space between your hand and your knee. Then the elbow comes down, and then maybe the shoulder and maybe the head. Slightly draw your hips back to get that stretching out sensation. Breathe easily. And then spread into your hands to bring yourself back and into all fours. We're going to come up into tree pose now. So if you want to walk your hands back towards your knees, lift up with the hips, walk your hands up and in towards you, and bring yourself to standing. From standing, you're going to let your weight settle slightly into the balls of your feet and then back and into your heels. We're going to do this a couple of times, so that's coming forwards feeling and then sliding back. And then the next time that your weight comes back into your heels, get that feeling of how you can widen through the back of the waist, and you can get a feeling of almost spreading through the back of your body. From here, you're going to take one foot up and you're going to bring it up and in towards your thigh. So you're just going to settle your heel in towards the top of the quadriceps, so it's about here, slightly forwards of the trouser seam line. And then you're going to settle your hand in there and either take your hand onto a bit of support or let your hands come in towards your heart. From here, you're going to take your hands up and overhead, and then extend your elbows down and your elbows wide. Extend up through your fingertips, all the way out and down. And then we're going to come to the opposite side. So same thing, make sure you've got support if you need it. Leg is going to lift, you're going to settle your heel in towards the top of your thigh. Hand can be on your support. You can let your hands come in towards your heart and shoulders can release down. So you get that feeling of standing into the supporting leg, which gives you that lovely feeling of life coming up through the body. From here, you're going to let your hands come up and overhead. And then sink your hands onto your head, let your elbows come wide, and breathe in that lovely feeling that you can expand out. And then extend up through your hands and all the way out and down. And then you're going to release your leg down so you come back to both feet even on the floor. So from here we're going to come into sitting. So if you want to bring yourself to sitting with your feet out in front of you. So from a sitting position, you're just going to take one hand onto your legs, and it might be that your knees need to bend up a little bit so that the lower back isn't kind of dropping back. So we can get that feeling of the little lift through the lower back and through the tummy. And then from here, wherever your legs are, you're going to take your hand across your body. A free hand can come onto the floor so you can gently spiral round with the rib cage. And there's a little lifting up through the tummy as the ribs come round. And the shoulders follow, and the head and the neck might do, but just be very, very gentle with your head and your neck. Bring yourself up and to the centre. And then we're going to come to the opposite side. So again, lifting up and then round. Free hand settles somewhere onto the floor. Shoulders both release, the back of the neck stays long. And then bring yourself back and to the centre. Bend up with your knees to fold forwards over your legs. And then walk your hands up your legs to come back up and to sitting. And we're going to do a little bit of breathing from here. So just a comfortable position for you. We're going to do that soft, easy Ujjayi breath. So for Ujjayi breathing, we want the breath just to feel nice and settled as we breathe in. And then as we breathe out, it's through the nose, but the lips are just gently closed. And it's that soft snoring breath. So it sounds a little bit like this. Breathe in and out. And if this feels tricky, you can keep doing it. But if this feels tricky, it's a little bit like the feeling that there was a mirror in front of you and you're breathing out and to steam it up. But then you just gently close the lips, so it's the same feeling in the back of the throat. So a couple more in your own time. So if you're wanting a challenge, my challenge today is to go and find a flower or a plant that you really love the colour or colours of. And I'm just thinking my t-shirt feels quite appropriate. I have to admit this morning I was having a little bit of a rebellious grumble or rumble of all sorts of things. And I put on this really nice dress to do yoga in, but I decided I was sensible enough to take the dress off before I did this video and just go for a crazy t-shirt. Excellent. So, quote of the day is from the Dalai Lama. Know the rules well, so you can break them effectively. Know the rules well, so you can break them effectively. Seems really helpful for me today, because doing yoga in a fitted dress probably wouldn't have gone well, would it? So at least I knew the rules enough to know where something you can move in. Hope you have a good day. Thank you.